Well, we need rain in a bad way. You guys see the bottoms of that corn? It's starting to turn yellow, and what that means is it's deprived of rain. It's not deprived of nutrients, chemicals, spray, and things like that. It is deprived of rain. Okay? The soybeans like heat. They don't like too much rain, so it's kind of a toss-up. Okay, so there's really nothing to do since it rained. You can tell it rained because the asphalt grindings is a different shade of gray than when it will be dry. So that's how you know it rained, is when asphalt grindings, you walk out in the lawn and you come up with dew on your boots and your shoes, which, holy crud, I can't believe that needs mowed already. Good grief. But we got some work to do today. Kind of some, I guess, much needed work. I don't know if it's even worth trying to mow lawn or not over here, because it's supposed to rain, anywheres in the neighborhood from 10 o'clock this morning to 2 o'clock this afternoon. So that just throws a wrench in the equation for mowing lawn and doing things like that. But there are a couple stones over here that need retrieved. Where are them stones? A couple roots right there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that out or not. Probably where to go. Oh well. Oh, I thought this was a rut, but it's a stone. Okay, so just throw it in the buggy like a such, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna plant this back to grass. Okay, and stones and mower blades just don't quite mix, so that's why we gotta get the stones out of here. Kind of a waste of time to get the real little stones. We just want to get the big, about, I don't know, what's that, like a tennis ball or something size stone, I think. Anything from getting tangled up in a lawnmower blade. We'll just keep working our way down the line. Made one pass up, then I will back my way back up here to the corner, looking for rocks and things that I've missed. You go down and then you come back. Not seeing nothing. Not seeing nothing. We're good. I need these. Are going with me. It's always a good idea to pick your stones up. Doesn't matter if it's a new seeding for a new lawn or if you're tilling ground. You always got to pick stones up, so that way they don't break your lawnmower and or tillage equipment. Oh, the babies are coming outside. Well, they're trying to get their land legs. need the bed space anyhow for my branches, so I figured it'd be better to take that out now than later. Go for that one right there, I think. That's the one I want to go for. Because, well, scratches the tractor cabs, and that's a no-no. We can't risk having windows punched out and things like that because of overhanging tree limbs. Oh, can I reach that one? Let's see. What do I got going here? I might be able to. Let's see. As far as I can. I'm gonna have to pull up some. I can't reach that one right there. Let me see just what is going on here. Kind of open that up a little bit. If I was 2 seconds earlier, I would have been able to get a full picture of some turkeys. Oh. You always got to keep up trimming branches back and things like that, because if you don't, they'll end up smacking you in the head and everything when you go to mow. Just like that. Couldn't really get a hold of this one here. I believe these are cherry trees. I'm not familiar with them, but I have heard and done some reading that cherry trees can kill cattle if they eat the leaves. So it's always good to keep up on things like this. Just brightens the place up a little bit. Don't really have a whole lot to do today. Got our branches dealt with. We got to pull them rakes ahead, unhook them, put the drive shafts back together, but that is minor stuff. And then we got to get a hold of that grapple bucket with the John Deere skid loader. I know for a fact that the mount plate is not going to lock into that. I don't know if I can just pick it up with the mount plate and just carry it over to the pressure washer and wash it off. We'll have to wait to get the little 644 over here to pick this up so we can pull it out so we can wash it and put it away, because the little John Deere just won't handle it. I think it's only rated at 1,500 pound is the lift capacity on the little skid loader, and the John Deere 6120 is a little too big to do this kind of a job. But we're going to concentrate on getting this cleaned up. We're going to move them rakes ahead first. We're going to wash the 6120, throw the pallet forks on it. This here is a adapter plate that we had Mass Tractor make us, or Mass Equipment make us for the 6120, so that way we can use this grapple bucket on the loader tractor. We can use this grapple bucket on the Ford backhoe or the New Holland skid loader, since it has the, well, no, I take that back. We cannot use it on the backhoe because it does not have a set of hydraulics. Okay, you need hydraulics to be able to open the grapple part. Okay, but it will work on the New Holland skid loader and that John Deere 6120. It's too darn bad that the faceplate on the 6120 is not like what the Ford backhoe has or the New Holland skid loader that belongs over there. You guys have seen that New Holland skid loader before. New Holland uses the newer style mount plate. I'm sure Bobcat does. They just call it a Bobtat quick attach. But that is why we had that faceplate made. This part here goes into the global style hookup on the John Deere 6120, and then this here, this part goes into that there. Okay, so that you can make this universal. If something ever did happen down the road to where we got rid of the bucket or the forks or the bale spear for the 6120, we could throw this on right quick and use all of our other attachments. But it does just fine where it is. So, and Mass Equipment or Mass Manufacturing makes things to fit. You don't have to buy it from them and then retrofit it. They make it exactly to fit off of your measurements. So that way you don't have to cut apart a perfectly good adapter plate, mount plate for your loader tractor. They make all kind of different attachments, and whatever you need for your loader, they will make it. That mount plate utilizes this pin here, so that is why we took this. Can't really remember if we come up with this or if they did, or if they just copied off of this. I'm not exactly sure, but there's the hole there. The pin or the latching rod slides through. You pull this, you know, it unlatches the bottom, and then this is just a, I guess kind of like a hinge, if you will, for hooking up your attachment. But that's why we did it that way. And then all we do is we just kind of just snake the hoses from the grapple bucket. We have longer hoses already made up. We made them ourselves. And they snake, I think, through here and on the inside of the loader, and it works, but it's a lot of fiddle farting, finagling around to get the bucket on, or the hydraulics hooked up for the grapple. It does okay. You have to use your rear hydraulic, but you know what? It is what it is. I had to, I wanted to address that real quick. That is why I let the door open. And I didn't even bother to start this thing and let it warm up. So, oh, come on. You know, this is one thing I can't stand about people.
You heard me right. Free AC for the summer.
Don't dick with the radio. Don't dick with the, well, the air is fine, but don't dick with the radio. You'll just drive me nuts. You know what? I really don't care. And this is what aggravates me is you shut the thing off with the thing in gear. Really? But you take this out of, it's like, what the hell, you know? People suck. I just need to pull them rakes up to where the first rake is just inside the door. Yuck. Gosh darn it. Oil all over me. That's why it is really, really, really important to keep grease rags in your equipment. Oh, I love that nice looking tractor. That thing looks sweet. Is he gonna be able to make that? Nope. Oh. Get to your left, it looks like. Then you'll be good.
Oops, the other left.
That's all right. Looks like if you just come on back straight, you'll be good. think you're good there on the side to side. Loading a semi with corn. It's always something interesting around here. Crud. I can't use the pressure washer until I get done loading the semi because it uses the same plug as the same outlet as the grain auger does. Uses the same outlet as a pressure washer does. Darn it. Oh well. Loading corn's more important than washing a tractor. Well, while that's going on, I could be putting them drive shafts back together. We unhook the drive shafts when we go down the road. So instead of going 10 mile an hour down the road, we can do 25 mile an hour down the road and not strip the gears out of the drive shafts. Because them rakes are only good for anything less than 8 mile an hour going down the road. Or I mean through the field. You obviously don't want to be going 8 mile an hour down the road. All that it is just a cotter pin, or just a pin in general, with a cotter pin at the end of it that marries that thing up to that end there. So what you gotta do, it is quite simple. Just gotta push your pin together, make sure it's straight, pull it out, take the pin out, make sure you are okay, and somehow that got, I need to, that is not okay. Actually, yeah, it is. No, it's not okay, because my splines aren't all together, and that is mucho no good. So, wonder if I can't. No. Should be able just to engage this rake. There. Man, that thing's stiff. When I turn, nope, that still don't do nothing. Darn it. I don't get why that ain't turning. Let's see, does it turn? No, it don't even turn on the back end. Well. Oh, okay. You just gotta get your hands dirty and just go with it. Okay. Why isn't that thing wanting to line up? Oh, come on, you. Why are you being a pain in the butt? Okay, and the pin. Just goes right on through because it is a. Once you line this end up to the end on the rakes, you are golden. Got that all in there. Just got to spread it apart so that way it stays put and it does not, then the pin does not come out. Got the drive shafts back in both rakes. They're both the same exact rake. What you do to one rake, you do the other. No sense in video in the back rake because it's the same as the front rake as far as the drive shafts go. I'm really hoping the mount plate on the John Deere will match up to that. I don't exactly understand why the older style mount plate would not kind of, oh, you know what? I think it was because of the way this hose holder is here, and there's no lip like this has here. Just these two here. Plus, it looks like that might be smaller than that. Looks like they're just about done loading the semi, and then we'll get to washing stuff. Semi's out of here. Man, that high school band sounds good. It's right over there, right? Behind the gravel pit, kind of. When the wind blows this way, you can really hear that band without any car traffic. Figured I would try something different. I would wash the loader first, so that way whatever dirt from the loader, like if I were to wash the tractor first and then put the loader back down, what dirt on the loader would blow on the clean paint, and I would have to rewash it a second time. Doing it this way, I can put the loader up out of the way and easily wash the tractor second after the dirt from the loader has blown onto paint. I think it'll work out a lot better that way. Good idea too, before you get underneath your loader, to oh, it's right in front of me, right here, right in front of me. What you do is you take that guy, you flip it that way so that it shuts the flow off, so that way that loader does not fall down when I am working underneath of it. Safety first. Always block your cylinders up or shut the flow of hydraulic oil off to the loader from the tractor. Okie dokie. So we got that all done. We'll put the 6120 somewhere's out of the way for right now. We'll wash that grapple bucket up. We'll put it away. And then we will put this John Deere 6120 away. will there be one clean bucket. Now the reason why I didn't take it off of the forks all the way was for two reasons. One, I didn't want the thing sitting on the ground when trying to clean out the bottom of the bucket, because all the schnutz and everything would just run back inside the bucket. And two, I was afraid that if I let the bucket all the way off of the forks, that I would never be able to get back underneath of it, because it's got a bottom that runs all the way across. That is my only concern. And that's why I left it on the forks. We need to put them red gates back on the wood that is alongside that building there. The reason why you put gates on wood, if you are not going to let them on gate hinges, is so that way they don't rot in the ground, because dirt makes steel rot. Well, I knew what was going to happen as soon as I went to swing with that thing. It slid. I tried to scoot it back over on the forks. I had to get all the way back out of it. I'd go over there in the gravel and tip down, because those are log forks. They are not rail forks like your common pallet forks. Those are log forks for being used in the logging industry. Boy, that celery looks a little bit on the wilted side, going bad side. I don't know what side you would call that, but it's the last day. It was about to go bad anyhow, so I figured I might as well throw it in the lunchbox for a snack. 6120 was thirsty, so we had to give it something to drink. Gotta narrow my forks up, so that way I can get a hold of that pallet with ease. Well, you cannot see a dang thing with these forks whatsoever, so I just screw it, speared it, got a hold of it, and there it is. On the pile it'll go. On the pile it'll go. Damn it. Oh well. At least it's back here. When there's nothing really pressing to do during the day, you take a little time and clean your equipment up.